Hi everyone, I'm Chief Meteorologist Janessa Webb. Today was a phenomenal day across the district, back in the 70s, beating records in many spots. But now we have a storm system that we are tracking. It's going to provide us widespread rain throughout your Thursday. Hey, let's time it out. Coming up.
The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Tonight at 9, dragged to his death by a Metro train. A man's dog leash gets caught in the door, killing him. Tonight, riders demanding how this could have happened. Plus,
as a special needs parent, we're up against so much, so I feel like it's one more thing on our plates.
school bus delays and little communication, a problem that's persisted for weeks now. A DC mom is fed up, and she's not the only one. So does the school system have a fix? That's tonight on DC News Now at 9. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us for DC News Now at 9. I'm Chris Flanagan. Thusmeet Mahfouz has a night off. And developing tonight, Metro riders reacting to a man dragged to his death by a train in the middle of the afternoon. Northern Virginia Bureau reporter Max Marcilla joining us live tonight from the Dunn-Loring station in Fairfax County. That is where this horrific scene unfolded today. Max, you've been speaking with Orange riders all night. They say they typically feel very safe at this station.
Yeah, not only do they say they feel safe at this station, they feel comfortable with all of the employees here on the Orange Line, specifically those at this station, highlighting their efforts to make sure that the ride is a safe one. So when they learned about what happened, a really nightmarish situation here today, they said the news was just tough to hear.
It's crazy. I've never seen that happen before.
It's something you don't expect to see. One person told us it was awful. Metro Transit police say just after 1:30 this afternoon, a man was on this platform. He had a dog on a leash. The dog was in the train, and when the doors closed, the leash got caught, and the man was dragged down the platform and onto the tracks. He later died from his injuries.
As humans, we care about our animals as well, so I felt like he was just trying to do the best in the situation.
Details shared by WMATA indicate the train operator did, in fact, perform 2 safe door checks before moving forward, but the operator cab was about 450 feet away from the man. Brooklyn Clark says she often sees the conductors taking that safety measure.
They stick their heads out and look to see that everyone who has come in and out of the doors has either exited or entered properly. So I have noticed really great operators.
Clark says the station is well run and safe, but hopes this can be a learning opportunity, a chance to review ways riders could help.
A button that somebody could push to, like, say, please hold.
The Washington Metro Rail Safety Commission tweeting an investigation is underway in accordance with its standards, but riders want measures taken so this doesn't happen again.
I think just additional training from the headquarters down to the people operating the trains.
Practice so this doesn't happen again, because things like this can happen really easily.
And tonight, WMATA tells us that dog was not a service animal. Worth noting that Metro policy for trains and buses is the only animals that are allowed on are service animals unless they are secured in a crate. Again, that's the policy. WMATA saying the dog today was not a service animal. Reporting live from Fairfax County, Max Marcilla, DC News Now.
All right, we also have breaking news out of El Paso, Texas. Police say one person is dead, 3 others hurt after a gunman opened fire inside a mall food court. This is video from our sister station down there in Texas. They say one person is in custody right now, but authorities are not ruling out the possibility of more shooters. Right now, there's a large police presence at that mall, which has been evacuated. We'll bring you any updates as they come in. Also developing tonight, parents in D.C., they are fed up. Bus service continues to be an issue for special needs students. It's an issue we first told you about 3 weeks ago. Our Mariel Carbone talked to frustrated parents and is live at the transportation terminal in Northeast tonight. And Mariel, last month delays and canceled buses plagued the system, and parents tell you tonight it really hasn't gotten any better.
No, so a lot of frustration from those parents, Chris. You know, the one I spoke to today tells me that she's all but given up contacting OC. That is the DC agency that's responsible for taking students with disabilities to and from school on the buses. She says some days it just feels impossible to get her daughter to school on time.
mean, it's incredibly frustrating. I actually feel pretty helpless.
Caitlin Givens is a mother of 3. The oldest, who is 7 years old, has cerebral palsy and relies on an Aussie bus to get to school. The on-time pickup time is 7:40 a.m.
Today she was picked up on time. On Monday she was picked up at 9:50. No notice.
We first told you about the problem in January when parent Valencia Roy detailed repeated delays and cancellations of her daughter's bus.
You stand at the window and you on the phone too, also trying to figure out when's your child bus coming.
At the time, the Office of the State Superintendent of Education, a DC agency which transports more than 3,700 students with disabilities to school daily, blamed staffing shortages for the dozens of delayed and canceled routes. In a statement, it said, "We expect many routes to begin experiencing the consistency and reliability that you expect. However, due to our staffing challenges, we also expect some routes to continue to experience service delays for the foreseeable future." But 3 weeks later, Givens says it hasn't gotten any better.
And we're not getting text notifications anymore. We aren't getting email notifications. We aren't getting phone messages.
She says it's not just a convenience issue, but a medical issue.
My daughter is in a wheelchair, and so if she's sitting there waiting for a bus, that's hours and hours that she's in a set position. She's unable to stretch her muscles.
Givens wants to see the agency prioritize hiring and provide consistent communication with parents.
As a special needs parent, we're up against so much, so I feel like it's one more thing on our plates.
So what is the agency doing? Well, there is a hiring fair this week, one on Thursday, one on Friday, and the agency is working to hire up to 200 positions. That includes bus drivers and bus attendants. Now, Chris, I did reach out to the agency asking how many people have actually registered for those interviews and a list of other questions, but I did not hear back tonight. Reporting live in Northeast DC, I'm Marielle Carbone, DC News Now.
All right, Marielle, thank you. Well, today was an outdoor lunch kind of day. Tomorrow, you'll want to bring your lunch. Chief Meteorologist Janessa Webb here. It's going to be a washout.
And man, great advice there, Chris. Yeah, we are tracking widespread rain, a complete washout across the DMV, but still very mild air is in place. So if you don't mind the rain, please try to get outside for a little bit. Enjoy the upper 60s to lower 70s once again. Hey, let's talk about the wrap up. What happened today? New records breaking across the DMV. Cumberland, Mountain State region, 76, an official high, beating that old record in 1976. Highs today in Winchester, beating records of 72, and so it was very mild air that's pumping in from the south. And really, with climate prediction, they're saying we'll finish out the month of February, the first week of March, from DC down to Miami, all the way into El Paso. We're going to be about 15 to 20 degrees warmer. Looking at some of our models, it does look like this La Nina pattern is starting to be broken down, and that's why you see that cooler air for the Pacific Northwest. Hey, yeah, I'm watching the cherry blossoms, and it does look like we'll see this kind of early peak. The average peak is in April, and the earliest we've ever seen was March 15th. Folks, due to kind of this warmer air that's in place, even the moisture that we are going to see tomorrow, this is going to be really helpful for the cherry blossoms, so we'll keep you updated of when they start to bloom. Hey, our weather team is tracking widespread rain with a few spots that could see some embedded thunder. We'll look at that forecast coming up.
All right, Janessa, thanks. New details tonight in a major development plan in Prince George's County. Tonight, neighbors got answers about the Blue Line corridor coming to the area. Our Prince George's County reporter, Yamari Sase, was in Hyattsville and gives us a look at the impact and concerns.
Yeah, tonight was about gaining some more clarity about this new sports and entertainment center coming to Prince George's County. Now, county leaders say this is supposed to be a catalyst for more jobs, businesses, and other opportunities. And this project will also include an amphitheater, youth sports field house. But many neighbors have concerns about increasing traffic and affordable housing. And they also want to know how the county plans to ensure jobs for the people in the community.
Mechanism are you putting in place so that the seniors that are sitting here that are homeowners don't lose their home and can pass it on to their grandkids to keep them here as opposed to going someplace else?
It was important to us to start with everything up front and to say to folks, you may think you don't need it right now, but we know how this goes. We've seen it happen in all of the communities around us. We know how this goes. And so let's focus on it now, and let's focus on it, at a time where in some respects we can put much fewer resources in and see a much bigger impact than some of our partners. So when we set the affordable housing goal, we set the goal for fresh food retail. We're setting these goals so that we make space and keep space for a range of households.
Now, this is the first of many conversations to happen within the county as this new sports and entertainment center comes in the future. For now, reporting in Prince George's County, I'm Yamaru Sase, DC News Now.
And new details tonight, several of Virginia's top officials pushing for the FBI to bring its new headquarters to the Commonwealth. Governor Glenn Youngkin was joined by Senators Tim Kaine and Mark Warner this morning. They want that new facility in Springfield on a 58-acre plot of federally owned warehouses. Youngkin says Virginia is the best choice because of its close proximity to the other FBI entities. He also cited these reasons.
Amazon, Boeing, Raytheon Technologies, they have all undertaken this exact same selection process, and they have made the decision to move their headquarters to Virginia. We have a robust infrastructure. We have business-ready sites. We have a world-class education system. We have a vibrant and diverse workforce.
Well, the other top contenders for the new headquarters are Landover and Greenbelt, Maryland. Prince George's County Executive Angela Alsobrooks has said bringing the site to Maryland could improve equity and create generational transformation. Well, the DMV has some of the healthiest college students in the entire country. That according to a new study by scholarship search engine Broke Scholar. A study compared the physical, mental, environmental, and community health of 148 college towns. So coming in first place, College Park, Maryland, of course, home to the University of Maryland. UMD takes the overall top spot for mental health. Study says College Park has the highest density of fitness centers and second lowest binge drinking score compared to the other college towns. And coming in second place, the city of Fairfax. That is where George Mason University is located. Study says the number 2 spot is well deserved. The city is sprawling with grocery stores and yoga studios. All right, so you're probably asking, the least healthiest college towns? Well, study crowns Philadelphia, home to Temple University, along with Knoxville, Tennessee, which houses the University of Tennessee, and also Hilo, Hawaii, home to the University of Hawaii. Go figure there. All right, coming up on DC News Now at 9, people living in a homeless encampment kicked out of DC's McPherson Square. Why advocates say the plan to help them transition to housing is simply not working. And DC News Now is committed to helping you stretch your dollar. Coming up, how people here in the DMV are using gig work and navigating inflation to make ends meet.